Thank you for your thoughtful presentation, Tama. I truly related to the part about stacking and news diaries. It felt like you were talking about all of us. Yes, many of us start diaries or study planners with excitement, only to give up when the pages stop looking perfect. Your messaging that perfection is in the motion of trying really resonated with me. And redefining perfection as radiating, not shining, was such a meaningful insight. With that word reminder, let's welcome our last speaker, Club Dayeon's president, Dayeon.
Hello everyone. Have you ever spent a sleepless night wrestling with a problem only to feel completely stuck? No matter how hard you tried, nothing worked. And then, out of nowhere, in a completely ordinary moment, everything suddenly clicks. Your thoughts begin to flow effortlessly, and clarity flows in. The moment is called an epiphany, a sudden insight that can transform the way we think. I experienced this myself while working on a school research project. I was trying to connect several concepts I had learned. Each one made sense on its own, but together they felt fragmented and confusing. I kept rereading my notes, convinced that if I tried harder, the answer would appear. But it didn't. Then one evening, while rewriting a single sentence, something changed. I wasn't adding new information. I wasn't thinking faster or smarter. And suddenly, they formed one structure. Nothing new had been added, but everything had changed. In psychology, an epiphany is more than just a good idea. It's a moment when the very structure of our thinking shifts. We see this kind of insight in art, literature, and history. A single line in a poem can reveal a profound truth. A subtle detail in a painting can elect the meaning of the entire piece. And in history or social studies, struggling with complex events can suddenly give way to insights, revealing patterns we never noticed before. Psychologists describe this as cognitive discontinuity, a sudden leap from one way of thinking to another, rather than a slow, gradual improvement. Neuroscience helps explain why this moment feels so powerful. During an epiphany, activity believably increases in a region of the brain responsible for integrating information. Previously disconnected ideas suddenly reorganize into a meaningful whole. This process is not step-by-step logic. It is the sudden restructure of thoughts. Gestalt psychologists call this process restructuring. What struck me most was how ordinary that moment felt. The insight didn't arrive while I was desperately searching for it. It appeared when I was finally stopped forcing my thoughts into their old shape. That experience made me realize something important. Epiphany are not confined to laboratory, books, or theories. They occur in everyday life, during conversation with friends, while observing society, or in quiet moments of reflection. In those moments, we gain more than an answer. Our way of thinking itself become illuminated. A certain insight may fade if left unused. But when it inspires action, it begins to radiate outward, influencing the people around us. An epiphany is not just private realization. It is a spark capable of igniting change. So the question is not whether epiphany will come. They will. The real question is whether we notice them and what we choose to do next. Starting today, I believe we should trust some moments of confusion because they may be the doorway to a new way of thinking. Pay attention to those moments. Nurture them, act on them, and let them spread. Because when insight begins to radiate, it doesn't change one mind. It quietly lights the way for others. Thank you.